Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with my Bath & Body Works empties for the month of January 2024. I don't have any chit chat. I'm actually gonna run through this kind of fast because I'm sort of like out the door right now. So let's jump right in and get started. As always, I'll start with my hand soap. So the first one I used up is actually really one that my husband used up in our downstairs bathroom. That's kind of like his domain. So he really just is the only one that uses that bathroom on a regular basis. He used up one of my What's This Scoop Cherry Vanilla Float. I love this. I put it in his bathroom at the end of summer. How it took him this long to use up one hand soap, I probably shouldn't even ask, but yeah, I put this in there at the very end of summer. I love this scent. I have a couple more and I absolutely adore it. I really took a chance on it back in 2020 and I'm so glad that I did. It says that the keynotes are juicy cherries, shaved coconut, and vanilla cream. You definitely get all of those. I also think that it just very much smells like a cherry float. Like, it's really good, a really interesting, unique flavor or fragrance. I mean, the cherry is not medicinal at all. It just smells like a sweet summer cherry and I really like it. So if this comes out, I will definitely pick up more. All right, the next one that I used up is one that I used up on my sink in our master bathroom. This is Winterberry Ice. This is one that I like to pick up every year. The keynotes are iced cherries, juicy orange, and snowy lime. It's not necessarily a wintry fragrance in and of itself, but it is a nice, fun, kind of synthetic fruit blend. And I really like it after the holidays when, you know, the holidays are done and I just want to move on to something that's nice and bright. This is always a good one for that. So again, not wintry per se, but I still really like it. I also used up a gingerbread bakery. I took a chance on this year and actually really enjoyed it. The keynotes are gingerbread cookies, brown sugar, icing, and cinnamon spice. I am really not a cinnamon person, but the cinnamon in this was pretty subdued and kind of in the background. I definitely got that gingerbread first and then the icing and cinnamon. So yeah, I wouldn't hoard this, but I would definitely repurchase it. It was a nice one to have on our kitchen sink. The next one that I used up is something I also took a chance on and I'm so glad it did. In fact, I'd really like to see this come back next year. It was Cocktail Garden. The keynotes are muddled mint, sparkling lime, and ginger soda. This smelled exactly like a Moscow Mule without the vodka. So it really wasn't boozy at all. It just kind of smelled like if you made a Moscow Mule into a mocktail, it would smell just like this. It was so incredibly authentic. I really got the lime first and then I got that mint and a little bit of ginger too. So I think I'm all right, honestly, with the fact that I only picked up one. But again, if I saw this at a sale or if this came back, I would totally pick it up. It was a really cool, unique fragrance for January. And then the last one that we used up is one that I also like to use up in January. This is Fresh Sparkling Snow. I don't really love this in home fragrance because I feel like it gets too cloying for me, which for me says a lot, but I like it in pocket backs and in a hand soap. The keynotes are Icy Melon, Holiday Pear, and Falling Snow. Again, kind of like the Winterberry Ice. It's really not wintry in and of itself, but it's just a really nice, bright, fruity blend to get me through January. So I just used this up a couple days ago. So I used it up right at the tail end of the month and it was perfect. Absolutely, it is a repurchase for me. It's something that I seek out every winter. Next, let's get into some shower gels. I am pretty ahead on my shower gels for my winter challenge. So I used up an item that I really thought I would be saving for February, but I used up a Groovy Watermelon. This is the second of two that I've had in my collection. I would die to get more of these. And in fact, if it comes back this spring or summer, honestly, I'll pick up probably like 4 or 5. I really like this one. The keynotes are juicy pink watermelon, sugared strawberry blossoms, and lime zest. It really just smells like pretty synthetic and sugary, but a really fun, fruity, youthful watermelon. It kind of smells a little bit like the watermelon lip smackers lip gloss that I had back in the day in like 7th and 8th grade. So I really like it. My husband did too. We tore through this. The next one that we used up was Pearberry. Pearberry was my scent for January. I didn't quite finish up my fine fragrance mist, so that'll be in my February empties for sure. It just wasn't done really for this Empties video. So the keynotes here are Anjou Pear, Wild Berries, Apple Blossom, Golden Freesia, and Blonde Woods. Very much so a synthetic 90s fragrance, but I love Pearberry. I'm glad that it came back a year ago for SAS because I picked up three trios in it. So this is the first one of that trio that I used up and I really like it. So Pearberry, a fun 90s fragrance. It also reminds me of college because it came back for a while when I was in college too. The next one that I used up in January is At the Beach. Again, these are pretty out of season, but as you guys know, for body care in January, I like things to be fresh and bright. So At the Beach just kind of reminds me of summer. It doesn't quite take me to the tropics, but it kind of gets me in the mood for being in spring semester at school. The keynotes are White Frangipani Blossoms, Toasted Coconut, Bergamot Waters, Sea Salt Breeze, and Sun-Kissed Musk. This debuted in 2017 and I've loved it ever since. It's definitely a unique fragrance. It's definitely like a coconut sea salt kind of fragrance. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it if you don't like coconut or if you don't like beachy fragrances because it's very much so a beach fragrance, but I really love it. So I've got plenty more At the Beach where this came from. The next shower gel that we used up in the month of January is Sparkling Orange Spritz. Again, it's totally out of season, but I love it. The fragrance notes are Sun-Kissed Mandarin, Bubbly, Prosecco, and Citrus Soda. I'm pretty sure I have one more of these in my collection, but I'll have to check that. I'm so glad that I took a chance on this last summer at SAS. It smells like orange jello to me, and yeah, I really like it. So good. We tore through this because my husband really liked it too, so I would totally repurchase that. And the last one that we used up is another one that I was really hoping to save until February, but I just needed to pull some more shower gels this month. I used up a Strawberry Pound Cake. I believe I also have one more of these in my collection, but you know, whatever. Keynotes are Fresh Strawberries, Golden Shortcake, Whipped Cream. I love Strawberry Pound Cake in a shower gel. It's so nice. Also, this is another one that my husband really went through because he really enjoyed it. So I'm glad that most of the time I can readily get this in stores, so I'm happy to have more of these. All right, so I had a pretty unusual month in the sense I used up 2 moisturizers all the way. Like, it wasn't a situation where I was kind of at the end of one at the beginning of January and then I just used up another one by the end. I used up 2 full moisturizers and that really never happens. So I used up my Pearberry. Again, it's very much so a synthetic kind of hairspray Pearberry scent, but I really like it. So it went with my shower gel. Again, I'm kind of at the end of using up that fine fragrance mist, but that'll wind up in my February empties. So Pearberry. I also used up a honeysuckle peach tea. I decided to pull this out because I felt like it would make the most sense out of all the fragrances I have with my Pearberry, but also because I had a situation where I had like I think 2 sets of honeysuckle peach tea with like 2 fine fragrance mists, but just 3 lotions, like some kind of weirdness like that. So I decided to go ahead and pick one up so that I would be evened out with those sets, if you know what I mean. So the keynotes are Honeysuckle Blooms, Juicy Peaches, and Sweet Tea. This smelled very much so like a, yeah, like a drinkable floral peach. I don't know, that's kind of weird, but it's very much so a body care fragrance, but it definitely smells like a drink too. So again, I was happy to use it up. I really just kind of got desperate and needed to pull something else. It's been so dry or it was dry for a while in Kansas City, got really snowy, and now it's really wet. So like my skin is kind of taking a beating with winter right now. And yeah, it just got like reptilian for a while. So I really just needed to pull some extra moisturizer and this is it. And in fact, I've already been using up my February moisturizer and I'm virtually done with it. So I'm gonna have to like get a game plan for the rest of February in terms of what I'm using for lotion. But anyway, I am flying through them right now, which is totally uncharacteristic for me. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, I guess we'll just go from there. So I also used up a sugar scrub. This is in Champagne Apple and Honey. This is a holdover or an extra one that I bought in the fall. Always a good fragrance. The keynotes are Crisp Apple, Sparkling Champagne, Jasmine, Honey, and Autumn Woods. And yeah, just smells like a bright fall red apple. Always a repurchase. I also used up a conditioner. I haven't used up the shampoo yet, but just a conditioner in At the Beach. I love that Bath & Body Works brought back hair care. Keynotes again, white French panty blossoms, toasted coconut, bergamot water, sea salt, breeze, sun-kissed musk. Smells just like the body care. I really like it. I have normal hair that is mostly low maintenance, so Bath & Body Works hair care works for me. And I think, what do they retail for? They retail for $16.95, so you can use a reward on these, but I typically wait until they go like buy 3 get 3 or whatever, because these are considered body care when Bath & Body Works does body care sales, so just keep that in mind. And the last time that I used up is a hand sanitizer. It's actually from Victoria's Secret. This is in pomegranate and citrus. These are getting really old, so I need to use them up. I think they're from like 2020, like back at the beginning of COVID-ish. I wound up getting a whole bunch of these because I made a couple of Victoria's Secret orders while things were shut down, and I think there was some kind of promotion where they sent you like 5 of these or something for every order that you made. I don't know, some kind of weirdness like that. Like I didn't just buy these by myself. So anyway, these smell nice, but they are getting old, so I needed to use them up. They still worked fine though, so I just need to work through them. So that is it for my January empties. Again, kind of quick because I gotta get out of here to go do stuff. But yeah, that's it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Lifting and Lipstick. I'll put that down below, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here. Have a great day. See you later.